Welcome, everyone.
I'm Darren.
I'm Mike, and we are
the Frozen
Bros. All right, that's it. We're kicked off. We have a very exciting guest tonight. Another great guest. He's coming back for his second episode.
First repeat,
and that's the real milestone. Number one guest.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm so excited about being the first repeat guest, but also the first remote guest. This is huge for the pod, and I'm so psyched to be here. Thank you very, very much.
and this has only taken about an hour setting up to.
It really wasn't that bad.
work.
It wasn't that bad.
I envisioned that we would set aside a separate time to figure out how we were going to do remote records, but just do it live.
Yeah.
And actually, we got something reasonable.
Hell yeah.
If it sounds good to the listeners, it doesn't matter what we're hearing right now.
Yeah.
It's true.
I am hearing Mike echoed a little bit, and the echo on me has started again, actually, too. Not as bad as it was before.
This is Max, by the way. I wasn't properly introduced.
You jumped right
Sorry,
in,
I'm too
which we
excited.
love.
I'm
I love
too
it.
excited.
I love
I'm
it.
too
But
excited.
yeah, it's Max. Max is back. You might remember him from the chicken patty episode. But yeah,
Mike got that right. He said in last week's episode that he tries not to reference past episodes because he doesn't remember them.
I knew that one because I just fixed that episode today.
I was about to say,
if anybody
speaking of
had
past
listened to that episode, and realized that there was a little bit of a glitch, we actually skipped over Max's rating, so it just wasn't in there, which is a little sad. So if you go download it now, it should be proper.
Which was a very good rating, too. Not the only 5, but it was one of 2 5s, I think. The chicken got a 5 from you, and I think the s'mores got a 5 from Mike. I'm withholding my 5s.
Yeah, Darren's a little bit more discerning, and that's good. We need someone like that here.
I've noticed that
So,
with his food ratings as well.
I'm picky. So, Max, you can jump right in with us on any good frozen foods you've eaten in the past few days. Mike and I are recording this a very short time after recording the previous episode, so there hasn't been much time to eat.
That's true, yeah. But we do need to start like we started every week with what we've been eating.
Yeah. So you guys know, I don't know if the listeners are aware, but I recently moved to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And this, not last weekend, the weekend before, my parents came to visit me.
Nice.
Well, my parents and my siblings, their significant others, and the family dog. Everybody came down to Philly, and they brought...
All in your apartment?
Yes, yeah, they were all in my apartment. They didn't stay here, but we hung out here a lot, and they brought me some of my favorite food from home. And over the course of the past couple weeks, I froze it, and I've been reheating it and eating it through the week, and it's been really, really amazing to have food from home here in Philly. It's been really good.
On the go, just at the ready.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I love that. What are these favorite treats?
Yeah, thanks for asking, Mike. So this is stuff from there's a bakery in Fall River, Massachusetts called Sam's Bakery. I'm giving them a shout out.
Fall River.
And they make Lebanese meat pies. They make make manish. They do charisse pies. It basically like the meat pie, but instead of like ground beef, it's charisse inside instead. And it freezes really, really well. And you just pop it in the microwave or the oven, and it's so amazing. I've eaten this stuff since I was a kid. So to have it while I'm away from home I'm really grateful for it. Really enjoying it.
Have you found anything that's similar style down there yet?
To what, that?
To those foods?
No.
Yeah, like a Lebanese. Is there a Lebanese population?
There is. I will say this. Even if there was a Lebanese population here in Philly, which I don't know if there is, but even if there was, there is nothing like Sam's Bakery food in a way that is indescribable.
Yeah.
I will. I'm going to have to get some for you guys so you can try, so you'll know what I'm talking about. But
I would love to. Yeah, you'll have to We'll have to see. Maybe they freeze and chip. That would be a great episode.
I would certainly do that. Next time I'm home, when I'm back in good old Massachusetts.
You have to enlist your parents.
Yeah, I'll get my parents to mail you guys some frozen.
They can go out and specially get some, styrofoam coolers for us and some dry ice.
Yep.
Max, I just quickly put our research department on this. There is a significant Lebanese population in Philadelphia.
Is there really?
Historically centered around 10th and Ellsworth Streets, where the St. Marin Lebanese Church was founded in 1892.
Wow. Okay, I'll have to go check it out. What'd you say? 10th and who?
10th and Ellsworth.
Ellsworth. Okay, I'll have to get down there.
All right, that was beautiful, Max. Thank you. We appreciate you. Darren, you got any nuggets for us?
We mentioned we had Chicken with Max last time. I got an update from that episode, if anybody recalls. Mm-hmm. There was a little brouhaha about how I prepared those, that I averaged out the times for the chicken and the fries, and you thought, Mike, that you could taste that the chicken was not crispy enough.
Mm-hmm.
I actually switched it the other way, so the chicken was cooked at a higher temperature than it should have been. That probably got as crispy as it could have gotten in the oven.
Well, glad to have that cleared up.
Yeah.
I mean, they were good. They were good. They got a great
I tried, this is not just recently, but I tried some in the air fryer too. They do get a little bit crispier. I also had some in a salad, the way you suggested that, Max. Really good. And I've gotten some of the Morningstar burgers, which are good, but in the way the chicken, you can almost not even tell the difference between that and a real patty. The burgers obviously aren't real beef, but they're still good for what they are. We can give those a formal review sometime.
Are you getting the black bean burgers?
Were they a fake beef, or were they just a burger of vegetation?
A fake beef. Yeah, and there's 2 levels of beef. I got the better one. I'll take a look at the package in the break.
Sounds good. Yeah, 2 levels of beef. I want to know what the difference is between those beefs.
All right, you know what? Let me put the research department on this right now.
One of them's like, a Drake versus what's the guy that Drake is beefing?
Kendrick.
With? Yeah, it's the top level is Drake versus Kendrick. Then there's some minor beefs like Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem, where it's like, yeah, that's a small beef. Nobody cares about that beef.
So I'm hearing spin-off podcast.
Rap beefs. I bet this is actually well trodden ground already.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, they've got their original burgers and their prime burgers.
Oh.
And I got the prime burgers.
Wow.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
They'll never tell you. One of them's like a McDonald's hamburger. The other one's like what's better than McDonald's? Nothing.
Wendy's?
Wendy's, yeah. One of them's a Wendy's square burger.
Five Guys.
Yeah. Five Guys is good. You don't like Five Guys?
If I'm in the mood for the wettest cheeseburger,
yeah,
then sure.
What?
But otherwise,
and peanuts.
It's pretty
to go with it.
And peanuts, yeah. Soak up all that.
You can see, yeah,
burger juice.
If you soften up the shells a little bit with all that wetness, you can also eat the shells, which is nice. I had some wet food recently as well.
Like a cat, like a cat.
Taurine. There's taurine in cat food, right?
What is that bull?
It's something that they just like. I think it's an amino acid, and that they absolutely need to survive, and they add it to cat food. Cat people, hit us up.
Max, you have a cat. You don't know this?
Yeah. I'm a cat person.
I could be wrong. I'm not. I've never owned a cat, but my favorite podcast, The Doughboys. One of them, the host is a big cat person. I feel like maybe it came up there at some point. But
the host is a big cat person?
He's a big cat.
Big cat. He has his lions and tigers.
How does he record a podcast with paws?
Yeah, that's a really good question. They had to have specialized headphones made for the ears that were sticking up.
Yeah,
they kind of wrap around the chin. The whole thing. You got to watch it on YouTube.
I'm still just got to go back to this. I'm on the Morningstar Farms website. They don't really have anything that they say about the distinction between their grillers' original burgers and their Griller's Prime burgers. So it's maybe just a gimmick to get schmucks like me to pay a little bit more for the Prime.
One of them is $2 more.
Wait, hold on. This relates to something I wanted to talk about, actually.
Yeah. Let's see.
So, went grocery shopping a few days ago and decided to get, again, I'm away from home, so adjusting to being away, and I'm getting some comfort foods. So when we were out, we grabbed honey buns.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know when the last time you guys had honey buns were. Like
high school.
I don't know what a honey bun is. Can you describe it for me and our listeners that don't know what a honey bun is? Is it a donut?
No, it's like a cinnamon roll.
Oh, okay.
It's like covered in icing and
terribly sticky.
They're very sticky. And Darren, you might remember this, but they're in my memory, they were pretty big.
Yes.
Not big, but they were like decently sized.
Who makes
And so we get the honey buns, and I'm all excited. A little Debbie, maybe.
Okay.
Word up, Big Debs.
So I'm all excited. I open up the box, and there's a word flying around the zeitgeist these days called shrinkflation.
What?
Uh-huh.
Gentlemen, these honey buns, when I tell you they were paper thin, I could have written my last will and testament on it. It was so thin.
That's really sad.
I was appalled.
You hate to hear it.
Now, Max, it's funny you bring this up because you said you didn't listen to last week's episode yet. We had Hostess cupcakes, and I said, these are not as big as they used to be. And Mike said, sure they are. You're remembering wrong. They were bigger in your little hands as a child. I looked this up today.
No,
they did change the size of those in 2012 at about the same time Hostess filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the proof that he sent was a blog post of a guy named George Sucks or something like that saying these used to be bigger or small.
It wasn't even. It was on some ridiculous television show podcast or website, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that
Survivor
was.
Sucks.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they were talking about. They must have been talking about.
It was one example, but I found a few. There's a whole Reddit about the shrinkflation of Hostess snack cakes.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. I will say, though, bringing it back to this podcast, I was so upset that they were so thin because, they don't taste the same. It doesn't hit the same when it shrinks. So, in the spirit of this podcast...
I hear it does, Max.
No. In the spirit of this podcast...
It was in the pool. In the spirit of the podcast.
In the spirit of this, in the spirit of this podcast, I froze one to see if it got any better frozen, and I had it just before we hopped on.
So 3 hours.
And
ago.
I have to say, 3 hours ago, and I think freezing the honey bun made it significantly better.
Holy.
So I implore you and the listeners,
lest ye judge the honey bun.
Try it for yourself. Try getting a package of these tiny little guys and
so was it less
sticky? In the freezer. It was less sticky. It was honestly
firmer.
It changed the texture. It was a lot firmer.
Because these are kind of wet.
Getting back to wet food.
I feel like you're trying to lead me down some kind of road, Darren, and I won't go.
Okay.
Honestly, this is a huge tangent, but oh God, you can cut this if you want. But
we don't cut much.
My favorite. Okay, good. It was so sweet in Jody's episode when you were trying to keep it clean so that her mom would listen. That was so funny.
Jody's mom, if you're listening to this,
I suppressed my "fuck you" mics during that.
Yeah. Times. Hey, come on! I want Jody's mom to hear this one too.
Okay. Yeah. That's been our most popular episode.
Yeah,
it was great. All of them are great, but I like that.
Maybe Jody's mom listens every day.
Maybe. I hope she does. That was a great episode.
All right, to circle back and then back again. I had some wet food the other day.
You did mention this.
So we went out for my girlfriend's brother's birthday, we went out to a sushi place, and I'm going to shout them out. Maki Maki in Woburn. Again, we're in Boston, and so that's a nearby town. Good all-you-can-eat sushi, a reasonable price, and like the food, like it's just as good as any sushi I've had in the area, but you can eat as much as you want. But they did have one roll that was, my girlfriend's brother just looked at it and he was like, "That's wet." They just kind of doused it in some kind of sauce. It was still pretty good. And so I guess that's making it sound bad, but everything else that we had was good. And one other thing that we had there was, I've never seen anywhere else, but maybe this is a thing. It was called a blooming rice ball, and it was a ball of rice with like avocado inside. It's about the size of a softball, a layer of avocado and like a layer of tuna and a layer of salmon, like minced salmon, and then all deep fried. This thing,
wow.
It was a monster, but it was.
This is their answer to the bloomin' onion.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was thinking a turducken.
It's kind of,
It sounds closer to a turducken.
Sure. That makes sense. Yeah.
If we can find a frozen turducken, I think we might have our Thanksgiving episode.
Oh, please. No. I'm not doing that.
Trader Joe's, I saw today, has a fake turkey roll with stuffing and cranberry. Maybe that could be our Thanksgiving.
I would like to try that.
Is it frozen?
Yes.
Thank God.
Whoa.
Frozen fake turkey.
Yeah.
All right. We can pencil that in. But yeah, I don't have any for like what I've been eating. I actually have one thing that I want to mention. It's not frozen, but I think it's worth mention. Actually, before we go much farther, I think we mentioned this off pod, but Max's background is like a nice autumn scene. It's a pumpkin that's frosted over for Pumpkin Spice Ice Month. We haven't mentioned that yet. This is our last Pumpkin Spice Ice Month episode. Woo woo!
It's the end of Pumpkin Spice Ice Month.
We made it.
Thank God.
But yeah. And so first of all, there's some frozen food news that I think is worthy of shouting out. There was a recall on frozen waffles for Listeria, Treehouse brand waffles, which I think are Walmart. They sell at Walmart. But yeah, so if you've got some of those waffles, watch out.
I looked this up actually, it's the Treehouse's maker, but they're sold under a variety of different names.
Oh, okay.
So many different names. The Kodiak was the most popular, I think.
Yep,
and then a lot of store brands also. It almost seemed like everything except Eggo and Nature's Path
is made by Treehouse.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
That sounds suspicious to me.
So I think this is like, maybe we need to retroactively give Nature's Path another half of a star, or a half of a point, because
wait a minute.
They were
Wait a minute.
Will not like that.
Hold on.
And you're overruled.
Nature's Path was the maker of the waffles you guys did a couple weeks ago.
Yes, yeah. The ones they did.
And that's one of the ones that
no,
shoot.
that's not affected.
They're
Those
not
are
on
okay. Those were okay.
Guys, I'm so sorry.
We're alive.
I just got the alert that we have about 10 minutes left of our Zoom.
That's okay. That's okay. I think we can actually probably finish this section up before, and then we can go and get our pies. We haven't said what we're having yet, but
yeah, we haven't mentioned that yet.
Yeah.
I got a quick update from last week's episode too. I got something wrong. Nicola's does not ship with dry ice. They ship with ice packs. So if you are ordering Nicola's, don't let that sit around for a few days expecting that the dry ice will take care of it. Get it into the freezer, but do order from them. It's I'm trying to get Nicola's to engage with us on social media too.
Good.
I think a small company like that will. I hope. And we liked him.
We liked it. Nicola. Oh yeah. The last thing I wanted to say, not frozen food news, but I had the chicken Big Mac from McDonald's. Gotta say, pretty good.
Was it as a side sandwich, or you just had that as your main?
That was the main, yeah. Well, it was like a snack after lunch and before dinner. So kind of a side sandwich. But the patties are like chicken nugget. They're not the McChicken, or they're not the chicken sandwich. So it's a little bit of a different thing. if you like chicken nuggets, I think this is right up your alley.
So it was a large chicken nugget?
Yeah, it's the size of a patty. But just to say it's not the McChicken, it's a different kind of patty.
How do you think that sounds, Max?
No comment. No comment.
Yeah. I think Max
I don't care for
fast food.
That really sounds terrible
I don't care
to me.
for Yeah. I don't care for the McDonald's I don't like the McNugget. I think I've only had the McChicken once in my entire life. I had a really bad experience with fast food about a year and a half ago, and I haven't really had fast food since, so yeah.
Do you want to talk about it? I don't think you've regaled us with this, but you don't need to get into it if you don't want to.
I mean, I will if we have time. I feel like we've been all over the place.
Yeah, we have a little less than 10 minutes.
Okay. I might need longer to tell this whole story.
A little bit parts.
No, I'm kidding. No, it was actually before one of our improv classes. I ordered DoorDash, which I never do.
Yeah.
Because it always comes cold, and it's not worth all the extra money that it costs. But I was in a bind. I had to leave for improv soon. So I was like, I'm just gonna order something quick and eat it and then head out.
You couldn't stand to get Panera one more time.
No, because I had Darren in my ear telling me how terrible it was. So kind of ruined it for me. Anyway, so
you didn't think I can just stop somewhere on the wall, but you didn't. So let's get on with the story.
I did. Anyway, I order Wendy's because
I am.
I order Wendy's.
Just get on with the story anyhow.
I ordered Wendy's, and I ordered I always get the Asiago Ranch Chicken Club.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the chicken spicy. Now, from Wendy's, that's a real piece of chicken breast. Like, that's not like
quality
the
chicken.
mashed up, ground up garbage from McDonald's. And so that's what I prefer. So I wait for my order to get there, to show up in my apartment. I'm starving. I think it was right after I moved. I've been moving all day. I think that's what it was. I've been moving. I didn't want to make an extra stop. So I grab my food from downstairs. The bag has my name on it.
Uh-huh.
So this is not the fault of the DoorDash driver. The bag has my name on it. I open up the bag, unwrap the sandwich, and when I describe to you the horror
was it wet
underneath that wrapper, it was soaking wet. It was one sandwich. This sandwich had a beef patty, a McChicken-like patty, and ketchup. And that's it.
And it was soaking wet.
Whoa.
What was it wet with?
Soaking wet.
The ketchup?
No, there was some kind of mystery substance on it.
Some 7-year-old who likes his sandwich that way got your spicy McChicken and also had a bad night.
Yeah. I was so upset.
Did you eat this?
I ate the whole thing.
I was so prepared for this to be serious.
And was not happy.
Like the
excuse
way you
me?
see this,
sorry, excuse
me?
Me?
You were like, I thought this was going to be like,
serious?
You had salmonella, or this is how you broke your leg, you know?
I thought it was going to be about you shitting your pants or something.
No. Wow. Okay.
You got the wrong order. That's your bad experience with fast food. I think you got off pretty unscathed.
But that sandwich was gross, Mike.
Yeah,
that sandwich was disgusting.
Like was it from Wendy's? It was in a Wendy's bag.
No, it was in a Wendy's bag, but it was a sandwich from Subway.
Okay.
It was a Subway sandwich in a Wendy's bag.
Okay, yeah.
It was bizarre.
Does Subway do burgers?
Anyway.
They did for a little while.
They do. Yeah.
Anyway, it's pumpkin. We're closing out Pumpkin Spice Ice Month, and we are doing a pumpkin pie party with our favorite guests, and we'll be right back after we've had some pie. And we're back.
Oh, we're back. Look at that.
All right. We just ate our pumpkin pie.
I'm stuffed.
From Mrs. Smith. Let me just read. I like to read the title from the box. This is Mrs. Smith's since 1919. Original flaky crust made with real pumpkin pie. You have the same exact box, Max?
I have the same exact brand, same box.
Mm-hmm. Same box. So this is the beautiful thing about frozen foods. You know, it's connecting us across distances.
It really is. It really is.
Let's talk a little bit about how fucking hard it was to find these pies.
It was tough.
I thought I was just going to go to the store and get a pie. It's October. We should be able to find a pumpkin pie.
I should be everywhere. We should be tripping over.
But Max, you went out first.
Yeah.
And I told you, get a pie and I'll get the same brand as you get.
Yeah. So I went out to, the big chain grocery store equivalent here in Philly is called Acme. And at Acme, they're just for reference.
It's mostly anvils, rockets.
Sorry, what?
Anvils, rockets, pianos, drop on people.
Dynamite.
Oh, I see.
Dynamite.
I see. Yes.
Acme.
Okay. Yeah, I do see Wile E. Coyote shopping there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he's actually not that cool in person.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, like, he doesn't want people to come up to him, but he's actually, that's understandable.
Every time I've seen him, he's been very gracious.
Wow.
Really?
With people wanting autographs and selfies. Yeah, he seems to like a very down to earth guy.
But yeah, the Roadrunner seems like the asshole to me.
Oh, he
Roadrunner is a real jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. No, but
he actually moved out of Philly.
He did, yeah. Wiley lives in South Philly, I think. I've been chatting with him sometimes when I go, because I usually go on Sunday mornings, and I see him there. We bump into each other, and we just got to talking because it's funny because he was also looking for a frozen pie.
No way.
Nice, yeah.
He was looking for a frozen cream pie
like
to throw
us.
at Roadrunner.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah. So he's
I've never met him in person, but we have sort of an online relationship. I met him through a Reddit.
Mm.
He was out there saying, "Am I the asshole?" And I completely took his side.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. He's a good dude.
Well, anyway, you happened to see
so Acme is the.
So you were at the grocery store.
Acme didn't have a pie.
So Acme,
because Wiley bought the last one.
Well,
neither one of you got one.
Again, he was looking for a cream pie to throw at Roadrunner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I couldn't find one I went to 2 different Acme stores near me. Couldn't find it. Which again, I assume.
And wait, just on one of those, was the door just painted on and you just walked into it?
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah, that could have been it.
Yeah, it was just painted there.
But neither of them had them.
Neither of them had the pie. So I ended up having to go online, kind of inspired by Darren. I looked online. I found another Acme 2 miles away had one.
Little aside here, how long does it take you to go 2 miles in Philly? Because up here, Boston, that could be 15 minutes or 40 minutes.
It's true. True. I live in more the residential part of the city, so it didn't take me that long. But what made it annoying, I mean, I guess I'll tell the full story. Like, I ordered, so I went in person to one Acme. They didn't have any frozen pumpkin pie. So then I looked online at a different location, and they had it posted on their website. So I ordered it for pickup, just to make sure that I could get it. I placed my order, and they call me, and they say, "Hey, we don't have that pumpkin pie." And I was like, "Then why is it on the website?" And they were like, "Sorry."
Because it's October.
So then I called. So instead of looking online, I called a third location, and I said, "Listen, I'm looking for a frozen pumpkin pie. I'm doing a podcast called The Froze Bros, and I need a frozen pumpkin pie." And they said, "The Froze Bros? What? That sounds amazing. What platform is that on?" And I said, "Well, that's on Spotify, and you can check them out at their website, frozebros.com.
The Froze Bros.
That's what I said. Thefrozebros.com.
Okay. Yeah.
And they said, "My God, then we have to get you a pumpkin pie right away."
Wow.
And I did.
The people of Philly are so gracious.
They really are. They really are. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be that hard to get this pumpkin pie, but I'm glad we did.
And
I'm glad.
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be either, but I told you to get it first so it would be easier, and then I would just get whatever brand you did. because I thought I could go in a store and I could get a Mrs. Smith's or a Sara Lee or a Marie Callender.
Mm-hmm. Where did you end up getting yours?
First, I went to Star Market, which is the grocery store closest to me, because I thought I saw one recently too, and that's where I am most frequent. There were no pumpkin pies at all.
But they did have pies. But
they have pies, yeah. Gotcha. Cream pies, fruit pies.
Cherry pie?
Maybe cherry pie. There's lots of apple pie. And there's chocolate cream.
For our 100th episode, we should get the chocolate cream pie and throw them in each other's faces.
All right. Remember that, Mag.
Oh, I will. Just make sure to defrost them first.
So Star Market didn't have it. I went to the Stop and Shop, the one in Alston, which is probably the largest grocery store around here.
Isn't that new?
It's new. Yeah. They moved. A new one opened up right across the street from where it used to be. They had no pumpkin pies either. But I did see that they have frozen churros, which we were talking about just in last week's episode.
Wow.
That we probably would not be able to find frozen churros anywhere. But Mike wishes for something apparently, and there it is.
Wow.
How my life is. It's charmed.
I thought I was going to have to come home, get online, start searching for pumpkin pies, start calling stores like you did. But on the way, I stopped at Roach Brothers, which is a pretty small store that doesn't have a huge selection of things.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Mrs. Smith's pumpkin pie.
Boom. Very nice.
I'm liking that Roach Bros.
Roach Bros.
Growing on me.
Which Roach Bros? Yeah. The one in Watertown?
It's the Arsenal Square one.
Yeah, that's
Arsenal Yards.
Pretty big. That's a pretty big Roach Bros as far as those stores go.
Yeah, I guess for a city store, it's a good size.
All right, Roach to the rescue. Darren, thanks for getting that. Darren also cooked it. It's a process, right? We're talking hours.
Yeah. I have a history of not looking at the cooking instructions until too late. So as soon as I bought this yesterday, I took a look. It needs to cook for over an hour, right, Max? Because we both made one. You're remote, so you had to make your own pie.
Yep.
It said 65 to 75 minutes. And then it said, let it cool for 2 hours.
Crazy.
So I knew I needed to start about 3.5 hours before we wanted to eat this pie. It ended up cooling over 2 hours, but I think I had it in the oven by about 4:30 in the afternoon. If we're going to timestamp this, it is about 9:25 in the evening right now.
Yeah. I was surprised when it said it would take 2 hours to cool. And I actually, when I was looking at other pies with Wile E at Acme,
right,
this past week, we were both reading the directions on the back of these pies that say, there was an apple pie there that said to cool for 2.5 hours.
Wow. It's a good thing we didn't do that.
I know. So he, again, great guy. He said to me to be patient with these frozen pies. And I was like, okay. I told him what I usually do at home when I make a pie is in Boston, I'll just put it out on the windowsill to cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But Wile E,
everyone does that.
Yeah, of course. But Wile E told me not to do that here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's some pie thieves.
Well, let's just say he gave me the inside scoop about some things that happen in Philly when you leave pies out on windowsills here.
The thing about it is in Philly, when you smell a pie, it actually causes you to float a couple feet off the ground.
That's what he said.
Yeah. That puts you right in line to just take it.
Yeah. Like I said, Wiley's a great guy, but I couldn't tell if he was kidding.
Yeah.
But when I pulled my pumpkin pie out of the oven earlier, I swear to God that there was smoke rising from it.
Yeah.
And the smoke kind of twirled up over it, came to a perfect little point, twisted around, and then morphed into a finger and was going the finger was beckoning me towards it. Yeah. I had to lock my windows.
Yeah. You don't want finger getting out.
And I'm on the second floor. Someone could get hurt.
Oh yeah. That's actually a liability.
It really is. So yeah, I had that's why I had it in the microwave. You guys saw. That's why I put it in the microwave to kind of keep the. Yeah, so it's just crazy. The experience making this pie was just.
Imagine just making a pie from scratch. I mean, this is already hard enough.
Exactly.
Why would anyone do that?
Yeah, it must take days.
I must.
Years even.
Yeah, actually, my mom gets started, the day after Thanksgiving for next year's pie.
Wow. Good for her. That's commitment.
But yeah, so that's the baking process. Max, you might be able to remind us, what are the criteria by which we judge our food item? Packaging, taste for sure. I think it's 5 things. Appearance.
Texture. Say taste already?
Yeah.
Texture.
Is texture in the official list? It should be.
And
I was trying to find.
I don't know.
I couldn't find the list.
Yeah,
I forgot. I need to do my research.
Ease of cooking.
Which
I suppose would include the clarity of the instructions and how easy it is to carry out. And I suppose it's not their fault that this is a 3-hour process. It's
just how long it takes.
Some things are. Yeah. But it's really a 2-step process. Put it in the oven, take it out of the oven.
Isn't that true for all frozen foods, though? Isn't that basically?
Some of them have in their
sometimes you stop in the middle and you mix it, and then you put it.
Yes, of course. Yeah, or you flip things over.
3-step.
Yeah.
Didn't the Trader Joe's pumpkin croissants have a extra step?
Yeah, they needed to be taken out and defrosted a little bit.
Yeah, I guess that's the other.
Which I probably didn't do quite enough, or it needed more than they suggested.
I was surprised this one didn't have any defrosting instructions. I thought it was possible that it was going to be like, put it in the refrigerator for a day and then cook it.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. This one just said, leave it out for as long as it takes the oven to preheat.
Oh, okay. That's reasonable.
That's what the pumpkin croissant said?
No, the pumpkin pie.
We're back on the pie.
Did you do that to the pie?
Oh no, I went right from freezer
to the silence of a guilty party.
No, I didn't. I totally missed that.
But that ends up being like
it's not that long.
3 minutes. It's not going to defrost that much in 3 minutes.
Yeah, it really doesn't seem like that with Nikki. Yeah, so I think ease of cooking, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's easy unless unless you mess it up like me.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I don't know that you messed it up. Well, talk about what you got out of the oven.
Okay, so also our Zoom is also, we got 10 minutes left on our Zoom call.
This is looking to be our longest episode.
That's fine. And we can.
The end of Frozen Pumpkin Spice Ice month.
Yeah. So.
Deserves it.
This is only my second time using this oven. I made a banana bread a couple days ago. I baked my pie right from the freezer. I did not let it defrost while preheating. I threw it right in from the freezer. I let it go for pretty much exactly 75 minutes, maybe a little more. And I actually I did catch on the box that it says, for food safety and quality, cook before eating to an internal temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm.
I did not notice that.
So I grabbed...
Because I told you, Max, it probably doesn't... You asked, how do I know when it's done? And I said, I don't think the temperature matters. You could eat this raw.
Well, according to this, you should not.
Yeah. I think it has eggs in it. I mean, I don't know for sure if this one does or not.
No eggs. Oh, yes, it does.
Pumpkin pie.
Yes, it does.
Well, I guess this is not just pumpkin.
Yeah, this has eggs.
Like pumpkin mix, you can eat right out of the can without cooking.
I think that.
I mean, you shouldn't, though, because doesn't, like, like raw flour has like salmonella in it, doesn't it?
There shouldn't be raw flour in the can.
Yeah, he's talking about the canned stuff, but yeah, like you shouldn't eat raw flour. Apparently,
pumpkin.
Like canned puree. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I've heard that raw flour is actually more risky than eating raw eggs.
Yeah. Anyway, so I used like a thermometer to take the temperature of the middle before I took it out, and the middle was like 165, probably 170. I didn't even let it go. I took it right out.
You thought it was good.
I thought it was good.
They told you to cook it to 160. You got to 160.
I got to 160. I cooked it for 75 minutes. I did exactly what the box said. When I ate it, I guess we can move on to our next, criteria here.
Well, I didn't. We cooked pies separately again. I knew that my oven. Do you have an electric or a gas oven?
Gas oven.
Same here. I knew that my oven runs a little hot. I set a timer for 65 minutes, which was the low end of what they suggest.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it, figured it's probably done, but I want it just a little bit browner. So I let it go to 70 minutes and then took it out. I never took any temperature at all. I noticed it got even a little bit browner for the first few minutes that I let it sit out. Probably just from the heat that it had inside it. It's still cooking a little bit. The crust got a little bit dark. It didn't burn. I was tempted to let it burn. I like a burnt pie because that's how my aunt used to make them in her oven that overheated. But I didn't want to do that to us tonight. I think my oven cooked it pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. This pie over here came out great. You know, the crust was really nice, and then the consistency of the filling was also pretty ideal. Max, how was your filling?
Disappointing. Mine was, despite being the correct temperature and being cooked for the correct length of time, my filling was undercooked. When I took a bite, it didn't leave a residue in my mouth, but it like felt slimy. It didn't feel like, I feel like with pumpkin pie, you want the texture to be a little firm.
Yeah.
This was not firm. It was very slimy and it was just undercooked. The crust was good. The crust was fine. Like if the middle would have been firmed up and like cooked well enough, the crust would have been totally good.
Yeah.
I will
say
for
the listeners, Max showed us, and it was pretty apparent even over like a webcam connection, a video that, that filling looked like there was something off. It was kind of shiny. It kind of looked like it was filled with Jell-O pudding.
I will say, despite that, my pie does look like the one on the box. It looks very close to this.
Yeah. The box
my pie
was very uniform.
Was definitely darker than the one on the box.
Mm-hmm.
It was darker around the edges. The crust was a little more brown.
While we're talking about while we're talking about the box, I would just like to point out that I always love on food packaging when they add the fake little crusties right in the middle. It just gives the picture a little more life. Crumbs. Sorry.
You think those are fake?
Sorry, I mean fake as in they put them there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They added
definitely, yeah.
And that's wait, hold that up again. That is not even the pie tin that it comes in.
No, this is as if they popped it out of the pie tin and put it into a real one.
Put it in, It comes in a silver pie tin, silver in color, not true silver. I don't think. Probably.
Although if you melted it down, you could probably get a little bit for it.
Yeah, we should check.
Here's something else I'd like to point out about the box, and this came up a lot in Anne's episode, I feel like. Maybe?
Really? Is it Anne's or Sarah's, if I know what you're going to say?
It's enlarged to show texture. Was it Sarah's or
Anne's?
Yes,
we talked about with Sarah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's...
This one is enlarged.
Well, it is, but...
Maybe, yeah.
See, this is what I don't understand.
You're right.
This is going to sound dumb.
Say it.
But I'm just surprised that they have to say that, like, as a disclaimer, say that it's enlarged because it's just a zoomed in picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do they really have to be clear that it's enlarged and say that on the box when it's very clearly, it's just like if you're like.
So the morons won't think that in that box, there is a pie bigger than the box.
I see.
Honestly, this really strikes me as like a regulatory issue, or like somebody was sued for that and now just everybody puts it on there so they can't be.
Like, oh, I thought this pie would be bigger than the box that I'm holding.
Yeah.
Unlike the ice cream sandwiches, which were actually
they were
bigger in
they were bigger in reality, even though the picture said it was enlarged. But yeah, let's go over the box in general. We've been talking about the box. It's a picture of a pie. It's a blue ribbon, so makes you think that she won a blue ribbon. Mrs. Smith won blue ribbon at the fair.
Do you guys know? Do either of you know if Mrs. Smith was a real person?
Don't know.
I don't have a clue.
Actually, I do know. It's the Will Smith's mom was looking to capitalize on his success. She started her own frozen pie company.
Was this before or after she sent her son to live with his auntie and uncle in Bel Air?
That was before, she actually had a problem. Her problem was cooking too many pies.
I see.
His blood sugar was getting too high.
Which was here. I mean, I should know that because I was here.
Yeah, it's part of your history.
In West Philadelphia.
This just reminded me, I saw a couple of weeks ago, there's going to be a remake of Fresh Prince.
Oh, no.
Also, just to warn you guys, we'll just warn you, we've now got about less than a minute and a half of our Zoom meeting.
All right. Well, I will tell you that Mrs. Smith was a real person. She made pies. She made such good pies that her son said, let's freeze these pies. No, not freeze these pies. Let's sell these pies. But then they began freezing the pies and selling them in grocery stores after Mrs. Smith died. So she never was a frozen food pioneer herself, but she was a real person.
I wonder how she would feel about her pie empire now, with them being frozen and not fresh.
Probably pleased. Yeah, I'm looking at the history. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for Mrs. Smith's Pies. It was owned by the Kellogg Company for a little while. Morningstar was owned by Kellogg too, right?
Like most things.
K-E-double-L-O, it's double good. Remember we did that last time? No, you guys don't. All right. So
we are going to take a quick break just to reset our Zoom call. We might cut that out. And
no, leave it in. Leave it in. Listeners deserve to know.
All right. We were talking about the box.
Yep.
Picture of a pie in a nice white pie tray. Blue ribbon. What else is there to say? I mean, it's pretty plain. It's kind of right down the middle.
So
up top there, it's got about the ingredients or the lack of things, right?
Yeah. No artificial sweeteners, no dyes, no high fructose corn syrup. These are good things to know. It's informative.
There is corn syrup, but apparently not high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
So there's a difference. I'll be the one on this episode to read the ingredients of our food.
We always need one.
We don't.
So
yeah, go do it.
We're separated in our ingredients between filling and crust. So for the filling, our first ingredient is, anyone want to guess?
I'm looking at it. So.
Water.
First ingredient is
pumpkin or water. Pumpkin.
Then we've got sugar, milk, eggs, non-fat milk. Then we've got our corn syrup, modified food starch, spice, salt, guar gum.
Generic spice.
That's fine.
So that's interesting. Carrageenan?
Yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean. And dextrose.
I'm there in 2 weeks.
Really?
The Caribbean.
Where are you going?
The Bahamas.
Nice. You going to Nassau?
Yes. Yeah, I will be in Nassau for a little while.
That's awesome.
Doing a 5K on Disney's private island.
Whoa, that's dope.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say you should go to there's a pirate museum in Nassau. That's pretty cool. And then, so back to our ingredients here. We've got, next to our crust, we've got wheat flour, correct? We've got palm oil, water, butter, and I love when they do this, butter in parentheses, cream and salt. So you know the ingredients of the butter.
Salted butter.
We've got soybean oil, salt, more dextrose, and yeast.
I wasn't expecting yeast.
Well, you need the yeast.
What, to make it rise?
Well, usually when you make, yeah.
It's just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
There's not much of a rise there.
True.
But.
So here's the thing. So my color, in terms of color and texture, I think mine looks more like the box.
Yeah, and mine's browner.
Yeah. But mine is underdone. So I would say, honestly, the pie on the box looks
fake.
It looks like orange candle wax.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, normally, like a real pumpkin pie has a kind of speckled brown, color, which ours did.
And I prefer the brown speck.
It shouldn't be uniform in color. I've seen a lot of homemade pies that crack, too. That the pumpkin, there'll be a crack in it.
And yours didn't crack.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. That must be the corn syrup.
I don't know what does that, but...
It's the corn syrup.
Mine was also, going back to wet foods, the top of my pie had like a wet kind of glaze over the top. as well as the bottom of my pie tin. There was a wet glaze along the bottom as well. Now, Darren had noticed that there were holes punctured in the pie tin. You want to speak to that, Darren?
You have holes too. I mean, there were holes in the bottom of your pie tin, right?
I'd have to get up and look. I can get up and look, but there should be.
I mean, there should be. They're all manufactured in the same place. Yeah, but that must let some of the, even though it's sitting on a baking sheet, it must let some of the steam out of the bottom, or there's got to be a purpose for those holes. The bottom crust was done better than I expected it to be. The bottom of the pie tin, I noticed, was greasy. The top of the pie was not wet or greasy for me at all.
I will say, yeah, my first bite, that was the first thing I noticed, was how nice the bottom crust was. It was nice and crispy and flaky, just as promised. So, but I want to go back a little bit because, you know, I know some people like us to hit all our criteria, and we talked about the box, but we didn't really say whether people like it or not. Is this a good box or is this a bad box? I'm going to say this is about as a medium of a box as you can get.
The box is fine.
I would say, and this was a thought I had leaving, when I had it in my hands, leaving the grocery store. It's a bit, what's the word? To have a ribbon logo is bold, I would say.
Yeah.
To have a blue ribbon as your logo is bold. It makes a statement, as in this should taste like an award-winning food.
You're right.
So it's a bit of a risk. I don't know if I would, give me 3 pumpkin pies. Would I give this one a blue ribbon? I don't know. But in terms of putting it on the box, I think that's bold. I think it's risky. Again, I'm noticing there's a pumpkin in the background behind the pie in case we are confused about what kind of pie this is. And you know what's interesting is that they don't show the pie served with anything else. There's no whipped cream. There's no ice cream. It's just waxy looking orange slice on a plate all by its lonesome.
I just want to evoke that nostalgia of grandma's pie. I feel like this is grandma marketing. They're like, oh, grandma made the pie. She won it at the fair.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why it's simple.
Perhaps.
Like an old person.
But I almost wish there was like a little dollop of whipped cream. Even, I mean, you guys had your pumpkin pie with whipped cream.
Yeah, we used a little whipped cream, some orange colored sugar left over from the waffle sundaes a few weeks ago.
Yeah, the whipped cream was nice. It's a kind of a must have. But yeah, apparently Mrs. Smith doesn't agree. He thinks it stands on its own. It's a blue ribbon pie. That's how good it is.
Mrs. Smith's website does say that her pies have her signature blue ribbon award-winning flaky crust. So when you serve a slice of Mrs. Smith's blue ribbon pie, you can be sure your guests will feel welcome with every bite.
I'm curious what the award is for. Because the award could be for worst pie.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Mrs. Smith.
Award-winning flaky crust. She
just the crust.
The website is suggesting that
just the crust, not the filling.
Awards.
That's interesting.
That could be
best crust. I can see that being an award at some country fair.
Yeah, there's got to be some
crust.
Yeah, so nobody feels left out.
That's like that's the participation trophy.
Yeah,
Amanda Smith. I got to tell you, we liked Mabel Jones's pumpkin pie good, but your crust was good. So we're going to give you the blue ribbon for just your crust.
Just for the crust. Just for the left side of the crust, too. I would say middle of the road box as well. Not really.
Right.
Yeah. Nothing to write home about. And I feel like with a lot of these like pre-packaged bakery items, they don't usually take a lot of risks.
Yeah.
They go very conservative, very middle of the road. There's usually never any wacky designs. I'm thinking like frozen cookie dough and even a lot of ice creams too. There's really not a lot of, it's very, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. Let's just get to our thoughts on, we've talked about, how it's cooked. We've talked about the box. Let's get texture, flavor. I mean, I'll say, I mentioned it already. I really like the crust. I think it is award winning. I believe it. But also just, the consistency, like the texture of the filling was also, I think, spot on, and the flavor was spot on. I'm giving my maybe rating away a little bit, but I mean, this is pretty much exactly what I want a pumpkin pie to be. It doesn't have to be too crazy. We're talking about a traditional pie. I think the spice level is good as well. Like, it's got that pumpkin spice, and it's not overpowering, and but it's very present.
Darren?
It was better than I expected, I have to say. I'm not a real big fan of pumpkin pies. The crust might have been the high point. The pumpkin filling itself could have been a little more spicy for me, I think.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
A little more ginger, cinnamon, something more in there. It was.
We're at the end of Pumpkin Spice Ice Month. Darren's spice tolerance is through the roof.
Yeah. I think possibly, although I did not like it, the pumpkin pie ice cream sandwich tasted more like pumpkin pie than this pumpkin pie.
Interesting.
I liked this, though. I liked it. I don't even know how I'm going to rate it yet. But
as a person that doesn't really like pumpkin pie.
Yeah. It was a very fine pumpkin pie.
Fine.
Interesting.
We had pretty good texture on ours, too. It held together, not like yours looked.
Yeah. Yeah, mine was a little slimy. In terms of taste, I agree with Darren. I think it could have been, like, I tasted the pumpkin, but it was just like pumpkin puree with sugar. That's what it tasted like to
corn
me.
syrup.
There wasn't enough spice.
I like a low fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
Low fructose.
Low fructose corn syrup.
Quick aside here, though, because we're not talking about these, but after all of this pumpkin spice ice month, I think I like my pumpkin best when it is mixed with cheese. Because what I most enjoyed were the pumpkin cheesecake croissants and the pumpkin ravioli, which had ricotta cheese mixed in.
That's a good point.
Had what kind of cheese?
It was
ricotta.
Ricotta. It's an Italian thing. Ricotta.
Sorry.
How do non-Italians say that? Ricotta?
Ricotta.
Yeah. I had an Italian roommate. She would say, "Why do you say the D when it should be a T? It's ricotta, not ricotta."
Ricotta. Well, my mother said ricotta. Her parents were immigrants from near Naples, and so I'm sure she heard ricotta from them.
She rigot it from them?
It's a Southern Italian thing to drop the last vowel sometimes, too, so the A doesn't even show up.
Oh, like when someone says mozzarella?
Mozzarella. Yeah.
Aside to that aside, I just saw The Godfather for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? And I went to film school. It was a good movie.
Were you watching that so that you can then watch Megalopolis shortly thereafter and compare notes?
I'm gonna work my way through Coppola's
all of FFC?
Yeah.
Okay. So you haven't seen 2 or 3 yet?
No.
Did he also direct 3?
Did he or did Sophia direct it?
I'll look that up.
I don't think 3 is as bad as its reputation.
Yeah, it's probably like the Star Wars movies where it's like
Yeah. You make 9 movies, they're not all going to be stellar.
Right.
But even in the case of The Godfather.
Anyway, back to this pie.
I've just got to put out there. I mean, I think almost everybody would agree in order of best to worst, 2, 1, 3 for the Godfather movies.
Really?
I'm with the pie.
It is directed by FFC.
The second one is better than the first?
A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd never seen them before. And then Al Pacino was just on Conan's podcast.
Oh.
And it was a great episode. And I was like,
see if we can get him.
Yeah, honestly, he's a great guest.
Okay, good.
Seemed very chill. Anyway, back to the pie. It's hard for me to talk about the texture because I know that mine wasn't cooked all the way through. So it wasn't the way it's supposed to be enjoyed. So I'm trying not to let that skew my rating too much. I will say, like Darren also, I'm not the biggest pumpkin pie fan. Like in terms of my preference, I enjoyed it because it's a little sweeter, but I know that like traditionally pumpkin pie is supposed to be a little more spicy, a little more bland even. Not so much like sweetness forward. And I enjoyed the crust. My crust cooked fine. No complaints there.
Interesting that the crust cooked, and something odd about the filling.
Yeah, it's the middle.
I blame Mrs. Smith, or maybe her son.
Or
your oven.
My oven too. Yeah, it's probably my oven.
But not you.
No, no, I've never done anything wrong in my life. Not a single mistake.
All right. Well,
I've never made a bad pumpkin pie.
No.
Really?
Yeah. I can attest to it.
Including this one?
This is the first pumpkin pie I've ever made.
I see.
I think we're using made loosely.
It is probably the first pie I have ever made in my life.
Wow. I'm so honored to be here for that. It's a special bond that we share.
We'll always have pie.
Mike, have you ever made a pie before? You seem like the type of guy who's baked a pie or two.
You know, I would like to say yes, but now that I think about it, I think I've assisted in some pie making, but I can't actually think of a time I've just sat down and...
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm surprised. I'm surprised by that, actually.
Yeah.
Have you made a pie, Max?
I've made chicken pot pie.
Oh, if we're counting pot pie,
I've made.
Yeah,
that's a.
Are we counting warm dinner pies? Warm, wet dinner pies.
Wet food. It's everywhere.
Well, I wouldn't count I would not put shepherd's pie in this category of pies. But
it has to have a crust.
Yeah, like chicken pot pie. Yes, that's a pie.
It is the same exact pie.
I've made apple pies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I helped my sister make an apple. I've helped someone make a pot pie.
I have heated chicken pot pies and shepherd's pie.
The little tiny Marie Callender's.
I had some of those recently. Those are good.
Tiny. They are good. They're like 99 cents.
Yeah. All right. So is there anything else we need to talk about regarding this Mrs. Smith's original flaky crust made with real pumpkin pie?
The fact that it says original flaky crust makes me think that there might be other variations of crust, which I am interested in exploring.
Yeah. It's possible they do a graham cracker crust.
Ooh,
just
I love
not available
Flaky
anywhere.
Crust.
Yeah, it's nice. Love those. Oreo crust? A pumpkin pie and Oreo crust?
Michael, that's exactly where my mind went.
I think here they want you to know that it is the same crust that Amanda Smith herself made in the 1900s.
No wonder they had to freeze it. It's that old.
The decade.
Wow.
She made a really big batch.
This is the original pie crust she made before she died. Wow, isn't that something?
We shan't see her again.
I wonder if she got along with Sarah.
Sarah was not real.
Sarah Lee wasn't real?
Sarah Lee was not real. Testing my frozen food and food history. I think there is a Sarah Lee, but she was not the one who made the pies. Sarah Lee was the name of some corporate guy's daughter.
Oh.
Okay.
Marie Callender and Mrs. Smith were real people who made the food themselves.
Wow. Well, I wonder if they got along, Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Callender. Miss Callender, I should say.
The Mrs. Smith's Delicious Homemade Pies, Inc. company began in 1925. So we are looking at a centennial coming up next year.
Wow.
We will have a Mrs. Smith's pie again sometime in 2025.
I'll sign up for that.
All right.
Wait, what was the thing you're doing for your 100th episode? I already forget.
But we're going to get
chocolate cream pies and throw them at each other.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
At Mike's place.
Yeah, we can do it outside. All right. And do we have any other thoughts on this pie? I can't think of anything else to say about this pie. It was a lovely pie. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed chatting with my friends and having some pie. And it was a nice way to wrap up the month.
So, sorry. Last thing I'll say about pumpkin pie. There's a viral video that goes around online every fall or every fall season where you take a pumpkin pie and a round cookie cutter thing, it's a small one, and you stab the pumpkin pie with this round cookie cutter and you make little tiny individual pumpkin pie bites.
Yeah.
And you put a little dollop of whipped cream on the top.
Okay.
And it makes a little individual treat.
Nice.
And then all the leftover pumpkin pie, that's like leftover.
Yeah.
What is it? They like crush it up all together and they make something else out of it. I forget what it is.
A blooming pumpkin ball?
Maybe they do. They cover that in apples.
Yeah.
And then ravioli on top of that. And then they deep fry it.
Drench it in corn syrup.
Yep. And then they get it real wet.
And turn it into an ice cream sandwich.
Boom.
Wow. Sounds good. And you could do that with one of these pies.
I might do it with the rest. What is the
actually,
last step?
how much were these pies? Roughly.
Mine was $8. You said 10.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, mine was, so the actual market price for my pie was $6.99, but there was an extra fee to go pick it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cost $6.99, but if you want to get it, that costs an extra.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Billy, you're swindling people.
Yeah, it's the name of the game.
All right. Well, I think we're ready to wrap things up, give our scores. Max, as our guest, take it away.
Do you promise not to cut it out this time, Michael?
No, I can never promise that.
Okay.
That was a technical issue, which, they just happen.
My rating, well, again, mine wasn't cooked all the way through, so it messed up my texture and my taste probably a little bit. I'm gonna give this. Do we give half points or decimal points?
You can give half.
I'm gonna give it a 3.2. No, a 2.75.
Wow.
275.
275,
which is almost a lukewarm.
Yeah,
yeah.
Just like my
so
pie.
it's lukewarm. Yeah. All right. Lukewarm minus a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my rating. Standing by it.
Fair.
Michael?
I kind of already said it. I thought this was almost like an ideal pumpkin pie for me. I would be happy if I went out anywhere and got this from the bakery. I think you could fancy them up a little bit, but that's just making things fancy for the sake of making them fancy. And I think this might represent the best of pumpkin pie technology.
Wow.
That can be achieved. Frozen pumpkin pie technology. This is getting a full ice cold killer from me to celebrate the month.
Wow.
Holy shit, a 5
Yeah.
for this pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
That's
I really liked
crazy.
it.
Wow.
Damn.
I will preface my rating by saying there is not a pumpkin pie in this universe that would get over a 4 from me.
Yeah, fair.
I'm wavering a little bit. This was so much better than I expected. But you know what? I would have preferred a little spicier. I'm going to give it a 3.5, which I think from me is still pretty good.
That's higher than I was expecting.
That is high. If there's no pumpkin pie you're willing to give a 4 to, then a 3.5 is pretty much a 5.
That's the Luke, I am your grandfather.
Yes.
Mrs. Smith can be proud. I think she got pretty good scores. All right. I'm going to suggest that we wrap this up.
All right. I had a really good Frozen Feud that I can't do in another time.
Let's just do it. Why not?
All right.
It is because it is Halloween related. And this final Pumpkin Spice Ice Month episode is coming out on October 29th, I think, just 2 days before Halloween. So you two are going to guess the most popular Halloween candies according to candystore.com based on sales from 2007 through 2024.
Wow.
I want to do the top 7 here. I've got a list of the top 10.
Okay.
You'll get it when you know these answers. I want to do the top 7.
All right.
Let's give you a time clock too. So you each have 10 seconds to come up with an answer.
So, all right, hold on. We go one at a time?
Yeah, ask your questions first, one at a time. Max, as the guest, you get to decide if you want to start first or if you want Mike to start first. You guess one at a time. Whether or not you are right, it becomes the other player's guess next.
Okay, and this is okay, and just the top 7. Okay, I can do this. I choose to go first.
Okay. You know what? I had some sound effects for this. We could also ask Mike to sing the song again. But in the interest of moving this along, because this has just been a wonderfully long episode, no sound effects yet, no song.
Okay.
Just your guess when you're ready.
Okay. I would like, maybe you could put the song in post because I would like to hear it.
Maybe.
Okay. See.
All right.
It's best performed live.
Wait, then I want to see it. Then I want to hear it.
I don't remember what it was.
Frozen Feud. Come on, play with me, dude. It's Frozen Feud.
That was actually exactly it.
Yeah. I'm going to remind you again that there is a time clock. So once I say your time has started, you got 10 seconds.
And also, we have 8 minutes and 30 seconds left on this Zoom, and we are not starting another one.
That's more than
How much do we have?
8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, sorry. How much time do we have left?
Well, now we have 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, God. We got to get going.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Go.
Twix.
No.
What? Are you kidding?
That's
So
one
Mike-
strike for you.
So Mike goes, right?
Mike goes.
I think the most popular candy of all time is the Snicker.
No. Strike for you.
I'm not even sure what we're guessing because I zoned out halfway through your explanation of
You
what
are
the
guessing
The time
the
is
most
going.
popular Halloween candy nationwide based on 17 years of sales data from 2007
Wow.
through 2024 compiled by candystore.com.
Okay.
Okay.
M&M's.
M&M's, Max, you just got the number 1.
Yes. I go again.
No.
No.
Mike,
All right. It has to be something that's like, if it's
5.
not Snickers, what?
2 seconds.
How many?
Mike,
how much time did we get it?
You had 10 seconds.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll
Let's go.
give you each one reminder. So you get another 10 seconds.
Nerds.
Strike. Max, your time starts now.
Hershey bar. Wait, can I change it?
You know what? I'm going to give you the same courtesy that Mike gave Sarah.
Okay.
You know, and I'll throw in here a little freebie. None of these are mixed candies.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Refer back to the mixed vegetables.
You mean the number one candy isn't a bag of mixed fun
It's not a
sized?
Bix. It's not a Bix
Okay.
of mixed. It's not a bag of mixed.
Okay,
candy.
then so I'm changing my Hershey bar to a Mr. Good bar.
Oh no!
Oh, damn.
Right.
So I have 2 strikes. Mike?
Are they all specific brands?
They are all specific brands and specific candies. Very specific candies. Not specific brands.
Chocolate bar?
Generic chocolate bar?
Yeah, you said not specific brands. But you,
A brand is like Hershey's, Nestle's.
yeah, and Max said Hershey's bar, and you were kind of like, that might be right, and then you said it wasn't.
No, so you need to be more specific.
No, his
Well,
time
I'm
is up.
not going to be. That's my guess. Let's move on.
Mike's obviously over this game already.
You've got 5 minutes.
My next guess is Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids is number 3.
Boom.
Wow. That
Yes.
is surprising.
Max, you have 2. Mike has guessed nothing yet. He'll have over 3 strikes if he misses this one.
All right, I'm going to go with Smarty.
Smarties. What world do you live in? That is not in the top 10.
It's one of those things that always seems to be in your bag, and you're like,
Yeah.
this is sad, but it's always there.
I do. I enjoy Smarties a lot.
Max, you have won this game, but if you want, how many more of the top 7 can you name?
Oh, God.
I thought one of them would be pretty easy. There are some
if
others that are challenging.
Sour Patch Kids
surprising
are on
even.
there, I might guess Swedish Fish.
No,
Mm.
no.
Milky Way?
Milky Way is not.
Three Musketeers.
There's less chocolate than you would expect. There's not much chocolate on this.
Was like
I will
gummy
tell you
bears?
this. You know what? I'll start to give you some answers. Hershey bar is not on there. Not in the top 7, but Hershey's Kisses are number 8. Hershey's Miniatures are number 9, which I suppose is mixed candy, but that's not in the top 7 I asked you to ask for. Number 2, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Oh.
Remember, you got number 1 as M&M's. You got 3 as Sour Patch Kids. 4 is Skittles. 5, Starburst. Starburst. 6, here's where it gets crazy and surprising. Hot tamales.
Hot tamales?
Yeah.
The only person I know that likes hot tamales is my grandmother.
And 7, which just has to be bought as gag gifts.
Wait, can I guess?
Yeah.
Necco wafers.
Nope.
Candy cigarettes.
Nope.
Apples with razors in them.
Candy corn.
Candy corn.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're giving out candy corn,
that's the one that's
on
not a
Halloween
specific brand.
Children.
Various companies make candy corn, and it's all crap. But I have a cousin who loves it.
But it's a good thing
actually.
you gave me a lot of shit about it, though. That way, you can pick and choose when I should be giving it, or when you're right.
Okay. Yeah. So we will both perpetually give each other shit about this game. Max, this was awesome to get together with tonight.
Yes.
Have some pumpkin pie, whether it worked out and was good or not.
I had a blast. Thank you so much for having me on again. I miss you guys a lot. And please have me on the pod again soon.
Will do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Max. Hit us up on our email, frozebrospod@gmail.com, thefrozebros.com for all of our socials. You can find us there. Thank you to Substrates for our music, substrates.bandcamp.com. Anything else you want to add, Darren?
Go to our website, sign up to get our email once a week, get some behind the scenes info about our episode and a link directly to the episode. We want to hear from you in email, whether you like us or not. I send Mike hate mail every day.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true. I'll have to go look in my spam.
It's all not. Right. I love you, Mike.
I love you too, Dad. And with that, we'll say...
Fro you later.
Fro you later. Oh, wow. Okay, did you stop recording?